Meth is a demon, and I 100% believe that, and it took me to a very dark place, a very dark place. I was so empty inside, and it's almost like you're suffocating. I had to have drugs. I needed drugs like I needed air. That cost me a lot. My husband left me, my mother took my kids. September 2015, I moved into Amethyst. Not only do they accept you for your past and who you are, but they still see this hope and this aspiration in you that none of us ever thought we had at all. When you go from having nothing and living from shelter to shelter, and then you wake up to this new light, everything you have is such a gift and such a blessing. My kids both had their own bed. They had their own dressers. They've never had that. We've lived in hotels together. We've lived in cars together. We lived on streets together. When I genuinely turned to God to help me, please don't let me be like this anymore. It was so crazy how the next right thing just led me a little closer to God, you know? I've been clean for 2 years and 7 months, and that's the longest clean time I've had since I was 12 years old. If we can stop it at us, then maybe our kids have a chance.
I was raised in a traditional Christian home. I had a wonderful upbringing. I was diagnosed bipolar when I was 13 years old, and I struggled with that. I chose to self-medicate with drugs and alcohol starting very, very soon after I was diagnosed. It just progressed downhill. It was like a well that you're at the bottom of and there's no handholds, there's no way out, and someone's closing the door over you. My first day here was actually my son's 5th birthday, and it was very hard. He and my father picked me up from treatment and brought me here, and he was crying and sobbing, "Why can't you be with me? It's my birthday, I just want to see you." And I remember crying but thinking, I can't be there for you until I'm right. I didn't love anyone in my addiction. I didn't love myself. I didn't really love my children. I loved using, and I loved the idea of loving my children and loving my family, but I didn't know what that looked like. And Healing Houses taught me what that looked like. My mom had prayed for 16 years for me to be clean and sober, and she did not think that she would be alive to see it. Seeking the Lord and wanting to change and wanting Him to renew me, and He filled that for me.